Are you a mature adult who believes this new chapter in your life is the start of something exciting? Life after 50 is brimming with new opportunities. Welcome to Seniors Rule, Age Like a Warrior. Join your hosts Robin Clare and Rebecca Sears as they explore what it means to age like a warrior, taking control of your journey, embracing the challenges of aging with resilience, and making a positive impact on your life and the world around you. Get ready to shatter the stereotypes of aging and prove that seniors truly rule. It all starts now. Welcome to Seniors Rule, Age Like a Warrior. I'm Robin Clare.
And I'm Rebecca Sears.
And we're so glad you're here today.
Yes, welcome. Today we're going to explore how seniors are redefining work and purpose in their later years.
So whether it's an encore career, entrepreneurship, or volunteering, mature individuals are proving that purpose doesn't retire.
Absolutely. So let's dive into how seniors are reshaping their professional and their personal lives. In each episode, we want to remind our listeners, what does it really mean to be vital? We like to think of it as a pie that has three different slices. Vital as energy. So it's about staying physically strong, mentally sharp, and engaged in our lives. The second is vital as contribution. So we're talking about feeling essential in your family, your community, and your workplace. And vital as a health metric. So keeping those key health indicators, your blood pressure, blood sugar, overall fitness on track.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's I know we go over it every time, but every time we say it, I think of it somewhat differently because we're really talking about how you show up in the world. And whether you're showing up healthy and contributing and to the best that you can. So I think that's what we're talking about in vitality is how do you show up beyond how you feel? So even if you didn't feel well, you could still show up.
Yes, you can.
Right. Okay, so we're going to be talking this time about working into retirement, volunteering into retirement, and all the things that come with it. As you know, I'm the executive director of the Seniors Job Bank, so this is something that I work with and work on every single day. So we've seen a significant increase in seniors staying in or returning to the workforce. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, by 2024, about 25% of the U.S. workforce will be 55 and older, up from 13% in the year 2000. And looking ahead, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that by 2030, about 9.5% of the civilian labor force will be older than 65. So that's a lot of folks returning to the workforce. And, we're seeing that every day here. In the past 2 years, we've doubled the number of people looking for work. And I think we're just going to continue to grow with that.
Yeah, we're seeing a marked increase of requests for programs after work hours or on the weekends due to so many of our seniors remaining in the workforce.
That's
the big difference
too.
Yeah. So here are some reasons why we are trending upward in seniors remaining in the workforce. Improved health and longevity. We are living longer, working longer. So advances in healthcare have led to longer life expectancies and better overall health among older adults. This enables many to extend their working years either by choice or by necessity. The second is educational attainment. Higher levels of education among older individuals increase their likelihood of remaining in the labor workforce as they possess skills and knowledge that remain valuable in the evolving job market.
Yeah,
it's really true.
It is true. We'll talk about a little later, we have what's called like institutional knowledge, which is about within a company, what's happened over the last 30 years. Like if you need that in companies for people. I know for me, even here in a nonprofit, the board members that have been on the board for a long time are like my most valued people because I can say, what did you do before? Where I wouldn't know. And it's so interesting. So here are some other considerations. There's economic factors such as insufficient retirement savings or changes in Social Security, we'll skip that one for now. Hopefully, there won't be major changes in Social Security, but those are people need to continue to work for financial stability. Another one is just a desire for engagement. They want to stay mentally active, maintain social connections, and find personal fulfillment, which is always really wonderful as well. And it really gives them a good sense of well-being, this personal fulfillment. And then the modern work market uh, really is open to flexible work arrangements. And that's ideal for seniors because then they can travel and they can help with grandchildren. They can take care of their health if they know that they have. I tried to make an meeting with one of my board members early. He said, I can't do it, Robin. I have to put my grandchildren on the bus.
Right.
Right. So we want to be able to contribute like that.
That is a substantial shift from back a few decades back, right?
Sure.
And it highlights how many are finding purpose and fulfillment through continued work.
Yeah, I mean, really, when I wanted to work part-time with my children, the only option I had was to work part-time, get paid, but do my full-time job. I'm like, okay, as long as I get to stay home some half of the week with my kids, I'll do that. But I don't think they do that anymore. Thank goodness. Okay, so we want to talk about encore careers and entrepreneurship. So many seniors are embarking on encore careers or starting their own business. So at the Seniors Job Bank, as I said, we've doubled the number of folks that are looking for work. And here's some reasons why what we hear from our seniors as to why they're going back to work. Of course, financial necessity is a big one, and we just talked about that one. And staying active and engaged, we talked about that as well. But a couple of other ones are what we're finding is that employers are facing labor shortages, recognizing the value of experienced older workers and leading to more opportunities that are being tailored to that demographic. And so our folks are very excited about that. And of course, health and longevity, which we already mentioned, that we're healthier longer and we're healthier longer and we want to stay healthier longer. And I truly believe that working, whether it's just a few hours a week or whatever you're into, keeps you healthier longer.
Right.
Right?
Right. And it's really interesting. And I think the dramatic increase you're seeing here is probably indicative of what we're seeing on a national level. And I think it really speaks to how striking this shift is at this point.
Yeah. All right. Next, we're going to talk about doing something that you always loved.
Transitioning to a new career or starting a business allows seniors to pursue passions that they may have set aside earlier in life. For many, this is an opportunity to align their work with their personal values and interests in a way that they may not have been able to do in their primary careers.
Yeah. I mean, we often hear that I always wanted to do this, but I never had the time.
Right.
And we have seen folks, my favorite example is a person I knew in corporate who went back to get his master gardening certification, and now he spends his days outside in gardens and he loves it. And so there are things that most of our handy persons, not maybe a certain strong percentage of them are retired tradespeople, but a lot of them are just very handy persons.
Yeah, retired engineers.
Tired engineers, just folks that worked around the house and folks that are very good at organizing. And also, even like my position, I feel that everything that I did in my career led me exactly here because I needed all of those skills, whether it was in corporate, nonprofit, in my own business. Everything comes here with me. And we always want to encourage people to take a look at their entire career and their personal life and say, what what do I really want to do now? Not
Right.
what I did before. We don't always have to do what we did before. We can do something different, which is very cool.
And there's a flexibility component to this as well when you
Mhm.
get older. We hear from a lot of people that say, I always want to do this, but I never had the time. I
Mhm.
see that a lot with the volunteers at the senior center. We do something now when we have orientation at either of the centers. I always ask what you've just retired from, what
Mhm.
brought you here. And it's amazing how often we're able to correlate a past career with a new opportunity to volunteer
Yeah.
or teach
Yeah.
at the center, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I always want to remind folks that they have decades of experience
Mm,
that has given them resilience,
mm,
adaptability, and a strong work ethic. And that's what we're seeing from our employers. They are looking for seniors or mature workers, as we call them, because they're so reliable.
mm.
And they're so willing to mentor others. They're willing to share their knowledge. They're wonderful in the workplace, and I think more and more businesses are recognizing that.
Yeah, they're also, I must say, as someone who hires seniors on a regular basis and works with them on a regular basis, they're also just really appreciative to be in
Mhm.
a space where they can contribute.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so talking about that, we didn't want to leave out volunteering and giving back as a topic area, although we talked about it
Mm.
in the last segment, but it's just so important to keep driving that home as well. It's worth repeating that, engaging in volunteer work can lead to improved mental health and social connections. It's a win-win for both the individual and the community.
And if you're listening to us and you're thinking to yourself, look, I'm interested in learning more, you can explore several organizations that can help, like volunteer match. Will provide you with opportunities that align
Mhm.
with your passion. You can
Yeah.
reach out to your local senior center
Yeah, or
or,
us
yeah.
even. We we're
Exactly.
we're we're always, if you're listening and you have a nonprofit in the greater Hartford area, boy, we would love to post your volunteer jobs. That would be awesome.
Mhm.
All right, so we are going to take a break for just a couple of minutes, and then we'll return. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Welcome back to Seniors Rule. I'm Rebecca Sears.
And I'm Robin Clare.
So we are moving forward now. We're going to talk about how mature workers rejoining the workforce, what that experience is like, and how to create your work-life balance and overcome those challenges. So, yes, rejoining the workforce does in fact create some challenges, especially regarding the work-life balance.
Yeah.
Many older workers face job stress and high demand, which can impact their well-being. They're also sometimes caring for other family
Oh, yeah.
members, or right, so it's varying schedules.
Yeah. And that sort of we'll just put this out there. This is a quote from the Economic Policy Institute. Irregular schedules and long hours have been linked to psychological distress and work-family conflicts among older employees. So we really encourage you to figure out what works best for you and your family,
Mm,
because it's not like the time to perhaps conquer your career per se, but just do something that you have. In one of the earlier segments, we also talked about, and we talk about it every time, vitality, but really how much energy do you have,
mm.
right? Because it takes a lot of energy to work.
And I think it's really crucial that employers offer that flexibility in their scheduling. And as you
Mhm.
stated before, we are seeing more and more of that. It is really important, though, for you to communicate, your needs effectively and talk about what works for you and what doesn't. I do have to say, I think I find most seniors that I work with are very good at communicating what they need.
Yeah.
And it's really helpful. I
Yeah.
do find that. It's good to know where your boundaries lie.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, that's what happens too when you get to be of a certain age. You have I don't know, maybe you're more outspoken
Yeah.
too, so you're going to express your needs. So again, balancing work with personal life is key to maintaining health and satisfaction in later years.
Mm.
Yeah.
So here are the most commonly requested work-life balance needs by seniors in the workplace. Flexible working hours. Many older workers desire adjustable schedules to better manage personal commitments, health needs, or caregiving duties. This flexibility allows them to remain productive while addressing personal obligations.
Hmm.
I think we all know we have some regularly scheduled doctor's appointments
Oh
and
yeah.
things that
Yeah.
are set in
Yeah.
stone on certain days. That's good to have in place. Part-time or reduced hours, transitioning from full-time to part-time roles will enable seniors to stay engaged in the workforce without the demands of a standard work week. And this approach really supports a gradual move toward retirement if you're trying to kind of
Yeah.
transition out right into
Hmm.
from full-time to transitioning. And then there are a lot of opportunities with remote work and telecommuting options. So the ability to work from home reduces the stress of commuting. It offers a comfortable environment for you, unless you have a dog that barks a lot, like I do. And that could be, particularly beneficial to those managing health conditions or have mobility challenges.
Yeah, and this year at the seniors job bank too, we're looking into more remote positions
Mm.
and hybrid positions
Hmm.
where you go in sometimes and then you work from home. And
Hmm.
we try to do that as well with our own staff because, sometimes you just need to be at home but you could still be productive there, which is wonderful. So we also get some requests too for seasonal or project-based work. Like that's real flexible, right?
Hmm.
Where we had one doctor's office ask us they needed a receptionist for the summer. And we had a good response to that because
Mm.
people were like, okay, I'll do that.
Right.
I'll commit to the summer
Hmm.
and they're going to do that. And then, of course, job sharing arrangements. Those work well when you have a good working partner
Hmm.
and, where you keep the communication open as to who's doing what and what got done.
Hmm.
So that's
Agree.
always important. Okay. So,
Overcoming challenges, excuse me, and ageism.
yeah.
Yeah, there is truth behind that. Ageism remains a hurdle for many mature workers. Some feel overlooked for promotions
Mhm.
or new opportunities simply because of their age, despite having the skills and experience needed to excel.
Yeah, and I think ageism comes as a result of employers not recognizing the value
Mm.
that experience brings and not recognizing that mature workers have wonderful problem-solving skills, a solid work ethic, and what I said earlier alluded to a deep institutional
Mhm.
knowledge that can
Mhm.
benefit organizations immensely.
Right. Yeah. Many seniors face subtle biases for sure, like being assumed to be less adaptable to technology or slower to learn a new process. The reality is that many older workers are just as tech savvy. I have
Yes.
some amazing 65 plus employees that are unbelievable. And they are just as adaptable as their younger colleagues.
Yeah.
I really do find that, and they bring a level of strategic thinking that only comes with
Oh,
experience
for sure.
as well as commitment. I can always count on my workforce that's over 65 for sure.
Yeah, and so what we're really hoping for is that organizations start to move past these stereotypes.
Hmm.
And also, according to the Harvard Business Review, companies with age diverse teams perform better because they benefit from a mix of
Mm.
perspectives. Also, seasoned employees, excuse me, tend to want to mentor younger
Hmm.
employees. They're not in it, they're not competitive anymore. They've been there, done that,
Right.
type of energy in the
That's right.
workplace. And so it allows their younger cohorts to thrive,
Right.
which creates just wonderful energy on any team.
Right. So if you feel like you're being overlooked, there are some proactive steps that you can take. Continuing your education, stay current with current trends, industry trends that can help combat age-related biases. Get connected through LinkedIn. If you don't have a profile, you should definitely set one up. The Coursera, even local workforce development programs can help older adults stay competitive.
Yeah. So we would encourage our uh, mature workers that are listening to remember that your age is an asset. It's
Mhm.
not a limitation.
Mhm.
And for employers listening, we would just want you to recognize that a truly inclusive workforce benefits people of all ages. And just another thing I'd like to say about the Seniors Job Bank is that all of our employers are looking for mature workers.
Mm,
That's why they put jobs in the Seniors Job Bank.
that's right.
So we're kind of, I guess, we're anti-ageism. So, so we're going to move on to best job options for seniors. So, of course, there are many, many, many more than this, but this was fun researching this to see what the internet thought were the best job options for seniors.
All right. So as we explore how seniors are redefining work and purpose, let's discuss some of those best job options available for older
Mhm.
adults.
Yeah, so we said seniors are seeking flexibility,
Mhm.
fulfillment, opportunity, and to leverage their experience. So some of them you may seem like, well, I was in corporate America as an analyst, but I could be.
First up, chauffeurs and shuttle drivers. These positions are in demand and often offer flexible schedules, making them ideal for seniors. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median age for chauffeurs and shuttle drivers is 56.2 years old,
Yeah.
with a projected job growth of 15% by 2030. And I can say, speaking personally, my amazing bus drivers at the senior center are both seniors and they are incredible. They do a
Yeah.
wonderful job. Yes, and they make my life so blessed by all they contribute. I can say that right now.
Yeah. Okay, here comes another type of driver, school bus driver.
Mm.
Although I guess if you'd want to do that, that's great. But I think that could be somewhat stressful. But again, it's many school districts value the reliability and experience that older adults bring to this role. I do have a neighbor who drives a van with special needs children, and he just finds that so fulfilling to see them every day and help them get to school and get home. He really enjoys that.
My favorite bus driver for my children was a senior. He was amazing with the
Yeah,
children, and he was
yeah.
my favorite one over all the years. Let's not forget about consulting, tax preparer, bookkeeping, business writer.
Yeah. So at the Seniors Job Bank in business, I would say that the two top things we see are bookkeepers and admin assistants. The good thing about those is that you really, if you have so there's so many skills that are applicable to both of those. Now, bookkeeping, that's a little stronger, right? But you might have been an accountant or you might have been a finance person, and really then you have to just learn how to use Quicken or QuickBooks. So that's a very popular one here, as well as administrative assistants. People come from all types of sales and customer service backgrounds, and they may have done that in their career, but companies here are just very open to all these different diverse roads that lead them to where they're going. Okay, so we want to just say that we've covered a lot today about how seniors are redefining purpose and work. And we hope that you're inspired to explore new opportunities, whether through work, volunteering, or pursuing a passion project.
On our next episode, we will discuss the roles we play in family and relationships and how they evolve over time.
Yeah.
So until next time. Keep embracing new adventures, aging like a warrior.
Yeah. And yes, and just keep on going, and we'll see you next month. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Seniors Rule Age Like a Warrior. Join us every second Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio. Seniors Rule is here to dismantle the myths around aging, empowering you to embrace your wisdom and experiences as assets that drive personal and societal change. For more information and to connect with us, visit seniorsrulenow.com.